And we are live. Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. It's Monday morning,
Good morning.
8 a.m. in the Westin Lake, Las Vegas. You've seen this background before. And we have just finished a week of CEO Space Live Forum, March 2016. And you can tell perhaps by the bags under our eyes that it's a pretty intensive time and very busy and lots going on. But we promised you we'd be broadcasting live from the forum, and it's 8 a.m. here, and I guess everybody's still in bed. So
Oh, a couple
it'll
people
be
are walking
us.
around.
Yeah, and we'll see some other people, I'm sure. But another great event. Really, a lot of really interesting people and good information, great teachers. And I know I'm going home really ready to do some major stuff with my business that I've been working on. And so that's all that anyone can hope for, I think. One of the big focuses for both of us was focus. So I don't know if there's something you want to throw out there, James?
No, it's I think sometimes it's so easy to get uh, kind of stretched thin, and I like um, to basically, um, I mean, as entrepreneurs, as especially in tech, it's really easy to try to do too much, to have too much going on, to take on way too many projects or way too many ideas at once. And what I really found myself going through this week is literally standing kind of in a crossroads. And I've lived the week focusing on what direction to go from here with a few of the big projects that I've been working on for quite a long time. And realizing that when you're standing at a crossroads, there's really only four ways to go. And yet we try to go like six different ways. And what happens to your body if you do that? It just doesn't, physics just doesn't work. and
Drawn and quartered.
it's real easy mentally to make those choices and to end up really literally going down four or five different paths. And what happens is you're on one path, and realize you got to jump over to this other path. And then the farther you get along, it just gets so hard to jump back and forth between those projects or between those things that you're pursuing in life. And you get to a point where it's an Olympic effort here to work on this and then to get back over. And I've known for a while now that I'm kind of done with that. But it's hard to say no. It's hard to let go. It's hard to take things that you may be passionate about and just set it aside and and just let it be. And maybe you'll come back to it. Hopefully you'll come back to it. I'd love to come back to it. But honestly, if I don't come back to it, I don't care.
Well, and it seems to me that some of that, the solution is, I mean, as entrepreneurs, we're really excited about a lot of things. And we have these creative minds, and we can see, oh, that would be really cool if you did that with it. And when we bring the two together, then we can change the world. And so there's just like always a whole new idea, which means what? I throw the old one away. And that's why we drive people crazy that don't have entrepreneurial brains, because they just think we never settle down on anything, I think. But that part of it is, it's always this lesson of staying focused, learning how to say no, picking one thing and following it until it's done, kind of. We're always hearing that, and we need to always hear that from our teachers, because, I mean, I know for me, I saw a piece of technology go by me 2 nights ago that was so exciting. I'm like, okay, I'm throwing everything else away. I want to do this.
Sounds like Bill's stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw that too.
Yeah, but it's okay. There's ways to bring it together. And
QR codes are dead.
Yeah.
QR codes are out. That's all I'm going to say.
Really cool.
It's really off the hook.
We'll tell you all about it soon once we figure out exactly what we're allowed to say. But, yesterday, and I was just telling James this, I was in a conversation with somebody where after a while I really began to get frustrated. And then I talked to another friend about it, and I'll fill you in a second. But I was getting frustrated because for me personally, I know that internally I have a real issue when people are helpless. I'm not talking about helpless like on the street and they don't have any food or money. I'm talking about people that say, I don't know how to do this, and I, I can't do it, and I need help, sort of continually. And I realized that that's an issue for me. So I was saying, what does this mean about me that I get so irritated around it? And one friend said, well, that's a mirror, Sarah, and that's probably because there's stuff about your own self. And I get that, and I'm willing to look at that. But my other friend said, okay, this is another way you could do this. When someone is acting that way, you can say, oh, get out your checkbook. I'm like, oh, I like that one a lot better. Because that was really the root of the helplessness here, was like, okay, you need to make a choice and you need to put some money into this if you really truly want to get the result that you're asking for. You've got to stop expecting free. Everything's going to be free. And I think that's kind of the same. I mean, I bring it all up because it is hard to say no sometimes. And when you have really great expertise like you have and like I have, things are really easy for us in our areas of expertise. They're really easy. It's natural. Oh, I can fix that in 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes usually becomes 50. And so, well, the day's over. And
one thing becomes 10.
I put too many things in it. Yeah. And just because it's easy doesn't mean it should be free. Our time is valuable too. And so we get overwhelmed with taking on too much and not charging enough for it. And then I think becoming exhausted, becoming resentful.
Part of that process is because we are on so many different tracks, so many different paths. We have what we're doing that we believe this is what I'm earning income on, this is what I'm making money on. And so when you have someone step in who wants help with something or needs help with someone, and that's something that you can get excited about or you have an expertise in, and you want to help them, it's easy to help them because not everything's about making money. However, if
you're starving,
you reach a point. You absolutely reach a point where you can do way too much for free. I mean, it's just. I had this very conversation with Wendy this week. Mm-hmm. Basically, she said, "Stop doing things for other people. Get your stuff done." And that is the hardest thing to do, especially when you see someone you like and you want to help them. You see something that would be fun to do and you want to do it. But if it's taking away from that core project or that core process that you're pursuing to earn that income, then that's not helpful.
Well, and it's probably a continual dance. It's not a lesson that we haven't talked about before on Monday Momentum or among ourselves, but it's at least for both of us. It's been re-emphasized this week. And the reason it's been re-emphasized, at least in part, is because we had some really, I think, good plans, high hopes for what we were going to do for this show today. And I really wanted to be able to make that happen. But when it came right down to it, we were both overcommitted with other ideas and other things. And it was like, how are we going to do that? How are we going to walk around with a camera and talk to other people at the same time that we're running our booths and talking about our own services? And it was like, whoops, great idea. Maybe we got to implement it a little differently. We need some people on board to help us. We need to plan a different time when we're going to do that, because we really want to give you that. We really want to give you the experience of seeing what some of the other people are here that are like, not just us, because you've seen us before, but making it happen is not so easy. And of course, all of this is stuff that it's free. So we're working hard on Monday Momentum a lot of the time, and it's not something that is generating income for either one of us at this point. But we love it, and we want to love. We love you, and
well, it keeps us focused. Keeps me focused.
No.
So this is something I look forward to, even if there's nobody behind there. No one ever watches. There's a process that's a rewarding one for us.
Yeah, well, it clearly helps us process our information. These are continuous battles, staying focused, choosing what's in line with your vision, what isn't. All of this stuff clearly just comes up over and over again. So I know it's valuable information, but it also throws into relief how much it takes more than we think often. And we need to continually brought back. Gary Lay was talking about this yesterday at one of our classes. What does an accountability coach do for you, or an accountability partner, which is kind of what we want to be for you in a weird way, but yeah, remind you, what is it you're trying to do? Is this really getting you there? Deciding to whatever, now you've taken on this thing, is that going to help you with your vision? Or is it going to take you off track? And that's what they do, not they. Sarah, you said you wanted to build this business. So tell me again how doing that is going to help you do that. And maybe Sarah has an answer with, oh yeah, actually it is. Here's how it's going to do it, and it's going to get me here, and it's actually going to get me there faster. Or maybe Sarah's like, oh God, finding me because I got distracted. And we love all the people here, and so we want to help them, the culture. So it's even more so maybe than it is out on the street in the real. But at the same time, how's that really going to help you? Is it really going to help you bring your, which is going to serve lots of people in the world? Are you going to get off course and never get that done? That would be kind of a shame. So we are talking about it. And if nothing else, we hold each other accountable. Like, we got to be there Monday morning, even if we don't know quite. It's not what we thought. But
definitely the theme for myself, and I think for both of us, has been really anchoring down and defining your focus, defining what you're doing, and start eliminating the rest. I mean, I've made those choices, those decisions, and committed a lot of stuff that it's been great and fun and rewarding in a lot of respects. It hasn't gotten me any further along in that core project that I've been really excited about.
I think you've had things happen this week that called the universe saying, come on, here's some more support for you to go and do your secret project that we're not talking about right now, I guess. And that's fine. We can talk about it later. But I mean, it's like the message is, hey, I'm trying to help. Stop getting yourself. So actually, we could celebrate things we need to. I mean, I'm happy to be your accountability partner on anything you want. And I know there's times that I've said, hey, forget it. You're not taking that on. Because you're always trying to help me with stuff. In fact, we need it. And okay, these people are still here. They're still believing in me. And of course, you get closer with the kind of stuff. It gets you up and running again. That's the whole goal. Every week, a reminder, you're building your dream. And it's like, we know how it is to get distracted. So it might be time to go do that. Is there any other thing that happened this week that I'm trying to remember? I mean, my favorite thing, really help you with that, get out your checkbook. I mean, I'm just like, yeah, if I could learn how to say that.
What's your budget? Say, actually, yes, I can help you with that.
And when they say zero, and then you say, oh, okay, that's not in my pricing scheme. Because it is zero. There's an example of that this week. Someone that's wants me to do some work for them, and it's not a large fee that I asked for, and that's valuable for their. Okay, well, I'll do it anyway. No, I won't. No, I won't, because it has to have some value. It has to have some value.
Well, because eventually, because if you don't, then eventually you're going to question the value that the intrinsic value that is.
Exactly. It's part of it. I was thinking about this morning. I sometimes feel so. I mean, I'm doing editing and proofreading for a lot of people, but I'm not sure I'd want to do it for, say, a college professor. I'm not sure I feel qualified quite yet for that. But for and why not? So come on, just push yourself. But we want to work in our comfort zone, and maybe the comfort zone for way too long has been free, give, and
it's really easy to. I mean, it's really to do things for other people. When you want to do things for other people, and it's a good feeling to do those things and not feel like or exponential reimbursement. But that can only last so long.
Exactly.
Bernie, excuse me.
We've talked, if you have beliefs about money that are money's bad, or people that want money are bad, or money instead of the love of money is the root of stuff. That's probably part of it. We are taught to be giving and loving and empathetic, and that's what a good person does. And so it kind of too, okay, I can be a good person, and I can have you need to have some resources so you can serve.
Yeah.
And if you have none and you want to serve thousands and thousands of people, how are you going to make that happen? Money is able to do that. Some people can get very famous and very visible without any resources whatsoever, and then they can garner the resources to do things. But most of us need to be able to get visible enough so that we can then begin to serve. And getting visible often requires an investment of some kind or another. And if you're out of time because you're over age 50, it could be money. Well, you know what I mean.
Unless you got 45 years.
You know what I mean. We don't have
I'm saying that, if I could just put everything aside for the next month and spend nothing but time with my family, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But that's just not the reality right now. But do the right things, make the right choices, and bring in that kind of income that you're looking to bring in, and then you can do those things. So,
Yeah.
Chicken and the egg.
Well, it's always the dance, I think. So, I have a question from the viewer, but I guess we cannot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. We had a lot of fun stuff with that. I'll tell you something. So we have a friend, Aaron Johnson, who's been working on a project that you can check out on
Shotbox.
Yeah, and where is it? It's on a crowdfunding. You know which platform?
Well, he did Kickstarter, but it's
Kickstarter.
already. But
Well,
that's
you can
finished.
still find it there, I bet, because it's been very successful.
Shotbox.
Kickstarter, yeah, Shotbox, and it's like a mobile photography studio for small items, and that doesn't even make sense to you probably because it's brand new. Nobody's ever made anything like it, so it's hard to describe. But watching him over 3 or 4 years come with just an idea, some prototypes that were made out of wood and various different materials, and now he's got this great bag with all these different things that come with it when you buy it, and he just he sets it up, and then he shows you. He shows you right away this factory and produced and all the materials at least, and that growth has happened. I mean, I know he does other things, but a lot of
it took him a good 2 years to get that one.
And being around people that have come with an idea and then now they're, raised months. It's really exciting and really fun to watch, and that's one of the things about season, and that's why I think in part we come back, because we're products are moving along. But it takes time, and it's fun to have other people that are right there with you, cheering you on. How's it going? What's new with your project? Every few months to really keep you on track and to keep you motivated. Because for a while, it's not, everybody wants helpful to have other people around to keep you motivated. And again, that's what we're trying to do by being in your house every Monday morning and remind you of those same things. So that was fun to watch. So yeah, Shotbox. We'll put it on the video YouTube channel so you can find it if you want to, and a link to it. You check it out, because if you're someone who does scrapbooking, anybody that's got old family documents or old stuff that usually, or things that you feel like you need to scan, paint in the next picture, it's much easier. So it's really useful for people like that. If I've even articulated it well, I'll be amazed. But check that out. And Shotbox. Anything else you can think of?
No. The only thing there was a little bit of a theme on a couple things that I did, and it was this: you never fail unless you quit. Mm-hmm. As long as you're working toward a goal, as long as you are pursuing a dream, as long as you are engaged in a process, you either make it happen or you walk. You never fail unless you give up. So failure is a choice. Mm-hmm.
So don't give up.
You're passionate. You believe what you've got. Difference. Then you've gotta stick with it.
Yep. Good. Monday morning will be next Monday. We're back. We have some really cool guests coming up. Bill Sturley's going to be with us at the end of this month. Great communication expert, someone that can really just completely blow your mind with ways of changing what you say and how you hear what other people say, so that you get and have more effective and more sales. And I know we are also going to have Valerie Janis on, and she works with youth and empowering and, again, following your dreams. So we'll have more of that information. So stay tuned. Every Monday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time, you can find more out about us. Right down. I can't do it without blocking my face. There we go. Monday Momentum, old episodes, some information about the books we talked about, and ways to connect with us. We want to hear from you. We want to know how you use what we talk about, what you want to know about, because we have this vast pool of people that we can invite on, and we're just inviting people that we want to talk to. Maybe there's something you want to know about, email marketing or podcasting, or what else do you hear about this week? Getting your book published, how to get it out there, what else? Leadership issues, accountability follow-up, any kind of legal stuff you might want to know about, intellectual property, or how to do fundraising, just all sorts of things. So go to the site, contact us, and tell us what you want. We will see you now out there and rock right now. Get your work done. We're with you.
So you can slide into Friday.
Slide into home base on Friday, feeling really good about your week. So we'll see you later. Bye.
Hasta. Bye.